Is my connection? All right, 3, 2, 1. Yes, we are live. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. It's depend on wherever you're watching from. Why moving into the digital space? Why digital space? Why we always said it's the smartest move you can make these days is to move online. So if you're curious, if you want to know more, maybe this information is what you've been waiting for. Maybe what we are sharing here is the information that it's giving value to your time. So please tune in, stay with us if you want to know more about what actually we are doing here. If this is your first time see me online, I'm Kadek Raheni. I'm the face of this business page. I am originally from Bali, Indonesia, but I've been living in Australia, Perth, for since 2015. But I'm coming live at you from Bali, Indonesia. This is my 6 months of holiday back home. I don't know if I want to go back there or not. I'm just enjoying here. My first priority at the moment is actually my mom. She's sick. So I decided to stay here to support her so that I can just be here 100% for her. All right, enough about me. I am so grateful that tonight I have these wonderful people with me. I'm so grateful, guys, that you said yes to my invitation. It's awesome. We hope that we can give value to people's time, to audience time, whoever watching us. Those who watching us replay, please join us. If you have any question, do put in a comment, then we will try to reply. And to business owners who joining us, please also join us. Put any point if we miss something. All right, I'm going to call them one by one, ask them to tell us who they are, and I want to hear what is the biggest impact this business has done to you. All right, let's start with the gentleman. Bro, I mean, the floor is yours.
Okay, thanks, Kadik, and good morning, and good evening to everyone. I'm based in Sydney, so it's almost past 9 p.m. In the night. So, thank you for having me, Kadik, and organizing this. So it's great to be here with fellow business owners from our global platform. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Amin Dole. I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I do have an Indonesian and Malaysian mixed ancestry. Um, so, I've been living in Australia for the last 11 years with my family, my wife Xenia. The two of us are accounting professions. We run the business together, and we have two lovely kids. So, it's amazing. And one good thing that happened to us by joining this business is basically we are full of positive energy. There's something to look forward um, every day. If something is not happening to you, there's something positive happening to a lot of people in our community. So we kind of
Mm,
get motivated every single day. So
yeah.
ever since I joined this business almost 3 years ago, I've seen nothing but positivity. I started looking at things very positively. So that's the biggest impact this business has done to us personally.
Yeah, I'm so agree to that. Yeah, that is the most, to me personally, I'm an emotional person. So the fact that our business is, really positive, like-minded people, we can just be safe for who we are. It's huge thing,
Absolutely.
right? I don't have to worry about, oh, I don't have any experience. All of them are being in the business for a long time. I don't have that feeling. I just feel really welcome. Isn't it amazing? Even though
Absolutely.
we never met before, even though we coming from totally different industry, totally different part of the globe. Look at us, we're coming from everywhere, right? So, all right, now I'm calling Sis Mary. The floor is yours.
Yep. Thank you, Kadek, and thank you, fellow business partners. Um, and viewers out there. Good evening to you. Good morning. Good day, whatever part of the world you're listening in from. I'm just glad to be part of this business and to be here tonight, just to share about what we do. And for me, my name is Mary Handen, and I'm from Papua New Guinea, and I live here in Port Moresby. So I'm coming live live to you from the comfort of my home. And I'm a grandmother of 6 grandchildren. I've retired. I'm doing my own thing, and having to do this business has given me an impact in terms of learning technology. And I always say I am a baby boomer. The whole lot of you there are of the
Like that.
younger generation. I'm a baby boomer, so technology is not my thing. And having to do this business, that's the biggest impact for me. I'm really learning. And I'm challenging anybody else who's listening out there, who's afraid of getting on because of technology. I'm challenging you right now because it's making a big impact for me. I'm learning a lot of things. That's for
Oh
me.
my God. I'm so you inspire a lot of people out there. And I love this about our business. There is no age bracket. Whatever your age, as long as you're 18 years old above, you can do it. Look at you. Oh my God. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. All right. Let's move to Sis Marjorie. If you like to introduce yourself and tell us.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good good evening, wherever part of the world you are. We are live, and I come to this. Thank you, Sis Kadik, for hosting this live talk about our business. And by the way, I'm Marjorie Clough. I'm originally from the Philippines and now living in New Hampshire, USA. So I have 2 kids, and my husband is just recently retired in military, U.S. military, and I'm switching into a digital space because because of my children. My children is the biggest impact for this because as a military wife, we are moving any places. So I was like, when I saw this business opportunity, I grab it, I study it, but I have something in my mind like, oh well, I'm not a computer expert, but as soon as my mentor said that this business is not, everyone is welcome. You don't have to be a computer expert. I was like, I jumped in and I learned a lot in this business. And I am a person, and I don't like, uh, uh, this business is giving me also positivity in life. And then, even though I'm not a computer expert, I learned a lot in this business, how the technology work. And aside from that, my personal development, a lot of things that I learned in this business. And I encourage everyone, and if you are not computer expert, this business is right for you, because you don't have to be an expert. Just study, because everything is, yeah, the first time is only the hardest, but if you are determined to learn a lot of things, then this is for you. So yeah, check us out.
Same. I'm not a computer expert at all, and I don't have any business background at all. So yeah, we all. I think most of us coming into this new venture knowing nothing really about the business, right? Because
Yeah.
to me personally, in the old days, to own a business is it's just to those who have huge capital of amount of capital to start up the business, and you have to be there all the time, and you have to have a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of physical presence to be there. Okay, sis Marta, the floor is yours.
All right. Hi. I just want to say a pleasant good morning, a good afternoon, good evening. It's really a pleasure being here. I personally want to thank Kadek for the invitation. I am originally from Dominica. This is in the West Indies. I am living here in the British Virgin Islands, which is still in the Caribbean. For the past 20 years now, I have 2 beautiful children. I'm married. I'm a Christian. I do ministry in my local church here. And almost 2 years ago, found this business. I mean, I wasn't really looking to work online, to be honest, because I say if someone had asked me to come and start a digital business, I would like, no way, that's not me, because of being timid, shy, kind of private. You understand? I had a Facebook page which I use Sandy as my name because that's my family name. That's my close friends, know me by that name. So I kind of told my mentor I was kind of hiding on Facebook when I created this page. But I found this business and I was challenged because of the ad that I saw from my mentor. She's also from the Caribbean, a nurse residing in Canada. And I decided, why not? I looked at the coaching videos and Mary, one of the person who inspired me was also an older woman, and when I saw her talking about working online, I mean, I said, if this older grandmother, can do this, so can I. And this afternoon, I'm blessed to be in your company, and I'm really challenged, to continue pushing forward. I've come out of my comfort zone, that's for sure. I've grown, to be more confident, and just being inspired by so many business women and men in this community. The transparency and the integrity of our community is one thing
Mhm.
as well. You understand? Because we all know that there's so many scams out there on the internet. You understand?
Mhm.
So basically, you come into this and you feel, blessed, you feel privileged, you feel honored to be in this community because of just even the persons who create it. You understand? And everyone who come in with a story of who they are, of real life situation. You understand? And them overcoming just because of this business. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. So happy to hear that. Yeah, it's sometimes all we need is just that one person or one story or one situation to really push us to make our first step down, right?
True.
Sometimes we just don't realize that we needed something until we see this one thing and then we realize, all right, I need to make that more. All right, if you can do it, I can do it, which is awesome. And which is that is what is the purpose of this live talk actually, right? We want to show people that we are real person with what we have to admit it with what's happening in the online space. So many of us, we kind of confused too when we first start. We don't know which one is genuine, we don't know which one to trust because we never met them, right? So it's a good idea that we coming live to show them that we are real people talking about real thing, coming from different walk of life, and here we are. I hope we can inspire someone out there to take their first step towards their dreams, right? All right, bro Rodrigo, the floor is yours now.
Hi, good morning and good afternoon and good evening to all our friends. I just want to say hello to our viewers as well. This is Rodrigo Dizon, coming all the way from the United Kingdom, originally from the Philippines. I've been a registered nurse since 1994. Uh, I used to be a registered manager for a residential care home for the elderly with dementia as well. Um, I'm a dad of two, loving husband to my wife, and a very loving son to my parents and to my siblings. And the biggest impact of this business to myself is the personal development. I wouldn't even imagine myself last year doing guestings on live interview. Let alone now I'm hosting my own live interviews with our global business partners, as well as I've been able to like claim back my time with this business. I have given up my role as a registered manager. I'm enjoying myself now. I'm having more time with my family. And of course, our global community. The positivity is just amazing. Even though sometimes we might feel a bit low, but the positivity that is radiating from our global business community is just amazing. It's contagious, and you cannot help but feel positive as well. We are being grateful to all things that happens to us, whether it's negative or positive. Those are the things that shapes us as individual uh, humans in this business, and that's it really for me for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so agree. Personal development is the core, right? If we develop, I mean, if we are improve, if we invested in ourselves, and if we grow ourselves, and then everything else will follow, right?
Yeah.
And mindset is everything. With the positive energies around us,
Mhm.
people who ready to help each other to succeed, it's amazing, right?
Yes.
So as for me, the biggest impact, of course, yes, personal development. But looking back, I'm now so much confident. If not for this business, I won't have that courage to take off my employee hat in Australia and just decided to fly home and stay home for whatever long it needed. I will have, if not because of this business, I will have another headache because I will think again, okay, how am I gonna find a job in Bali? Because Bali's economy now is really shutting down because we only relying on tourism, and with what's happening in the world at the moment, the tourism is dying, but now we're starting again. So that is the biggest impact, the confidence in me, and I'm able to do this, to put my mom as a priority, to be able here for her 100% whenever she needs me. It's amazing. So I'm beyond grateful, and I'm thanking everyone in the community, including you all guys, to inspire me every single day. Looking at the success people made every single day, it's like pushing me through, right? I
Mhm.
know what I'm doing is the right thing. I know what my goal is. I know I'm on the right path, and it's amazing. I want to acknowledge our business fellow business partners from all over the globe. We have Bro Ryan, he's in the Philippines. We have from Papua New Guinea. We have Sis Selena, Jakarta, Indonesia. We have Sis Mavler. We have from Fiji too. We have from the Philippines. Everyone. So you guys can see that we are global, right? We are coming from different part of the globe. All right, let's move to the question number two. I don't really say question, but just sharing. This is what we're gonna talk about. So me, myself, I was always so confident telling people that moving into the digital space is the smart move. But people, if we are already in the business, we knew what it's mean exactly, right?
Right.
But some people, most of people out there, they want to know why is it smart move, you know? Some people don't realize why is it smart move to move online, to move into the digital space, right? So let me hear again from Bro Amin. You are the first, please. Want to hear from you?
Yes, correct. I think the last 2 years and a bit has taught us a lesson. I mean, people have understood big lesson that a lot of things can go wrong, especially if you were owning a business which is bricks and mortar in nature, where you have a physical business place. A lot of people struggled during the last 2 years because there was a lockdown, there was limitations and restrictions, and you had to wait until all the restrictions were lifted to see your customers coming through. But regardless of what happened over the last 2 years, those companies who had their businesses online thrived. Their sales doubled and tripled, right? Online
Mm,
space is the only space that did not see any lockdown anywhere in the world. So the pandemic taught us a big lesson. If you want to do business, move on to the online space. That is the best space to do it. And then what bigger marketplace than online? I mean, there's billions and billions of people using online shopping, and there's billions and billions of people using social media, and it's the best thing to do. If people have not kind of learned a lesson from last 2 years. It's high time that they learn the lesson right now and start looking into moving or doing a business online rather than trying to figure out doing something physically, running a restaurant or some kind of a cafe or things like that. I mean, it's much easier to run a business online because there's hardly any expense that you need to incur in terms of owning a showroom or having all those expensive equipment and having a nicely outfitted restaurant and things like that. There is nothing of such nature in when you do an online business. So over the last 2 years, we've learned a lesson. I think the biggest lesson is that if you don't do your business online, it is time to move. It is better to be late than never.
Yeah, I'm so agree to that. I'm so agree to that. Especially with our system that, most people, at least myself, I always thought uh, online business, online is selling, right? That's all in my mind before, because no, I'm not good at that, because especially if I have to ask my friends and family to buy things from me, no, I'll be dead. But then with our system that not requires any selling, which is makes it great. So it's really opened my mind. Business online, it's not always selling makeup, it's not always selling clothes, it's not always selling things, right? Not always selling products, but there is something else. Like in our system, we have this proven system running in the back and doing all this process for us. And what we do as a business owners is actually showing up to the world, sharing to the world the benefit of having a business online, right? So that's really opened my mind. And you're right, the two last year and a bit has teach us so many lessons, so many. All right, sis Marta, I asked you the same question. What is the your opinion on this one? I'm asking everyone's same question.
Okay. Well,
Just
I work.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I work in the corporate world for the past, I don't know, 20 years, and like Amen said, you know, since the pandemic, things has business as we know it has changed. My company, the company that I work with, actually moved online, since the pandemic, you know. So I mean, doing business online is the thing of the era now because of what the pandemic has taught us. You shop online more. You know, you have elderly parents or your family who get the medication online because they cannot go out, especially during this time. So I mean, you don't have to worry about like a brick and mortar building. You don't have to worry about any big overhead, to pay rent for a building and stuff like that. The convenience of having an online business is the thing as well. We are here, look at us, in different parts of the world, and we are having a meeting, virtual meeting in the comfort of our homes. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I remember during the lockdown and when things kind of lifted a bit here in the BVI, and then our children had to stay home to go to school, do school online. Some parents had to leave their kids home to go to school, I mean, home to go to work, because guess what? They could not have stayed home. Some businesses were not online. Some business were online. So the parents whose businesses were online was fortunate. They were blessed to stay home with their kids while the kids was doing school online. You understand? And if you had a child who wasn't that discipline, in learning independently, then that child would have struggled, And I say that with all, because some parents had it hard during that time for their kids. I have a 11-year-old daughter, and I said, I said, I am so thankful and grateful that my daughter can learn independently. I don't have to sit and, really supervise her. So when I went to work, she was home. My eldest son was there, but at least I know she could sit and do her work on by herself. You understand? So working online has so many benefits. You understand? You can work out online and still have that time flexibility to be with your family. It doesn't hold you, bound to an office space. Hey, I can work in the park. I can work on the train. I can work at the beach. You understand? So I mean, this is the times that we're living in, and like I said, the community that we have is awesome. And I would encourage anyone, who wants to do this business. They have been wanting to do something that would bring in some extra revenue to supplement what they're already doing, because ours have been cut back. I remember at the time, Kadek, you said Indonesia, the revenue is based on tourism. Here in the BVI, our revenue, number one revenue is tourism. And the persons that were working in the marinas and the hotels and the restaurants, they had no work for a long period of time, in the construction site as well, because that's what my husband was doing. So it's like you had to depend on one stream of income, and that was tough. So I would encourage anybody who's listening to us out there, come in, register with your name and email just to watch a free webinar that will give you some information so that you can go back and do your due diligence and find out whether if this is for you. And I would say, why not you? Look at us from diverse background, age, status. We're doing it, and you can do it as well. Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. We got a question from a viewer say, how can I join the team? Well, if you haven't registered to any website just yet, you can reach out to any of us. We have our website there. It's simple how you can join. Well, to actually plug into the system. But before you do that, we want you to make an educated decision by watching our free informational session, which is workshop. Then you can learn about a business model. If you like it, then go ahead, take the next step, which is the 30-day risk-free guarantee to you, so that you can learn about the business from A to Z. And I'm sure after you watch the pre-coaching videos, you'll be triggered more. So yeah, just reach out to any of us if you haven't already registered. But if you already, I suggest you to watch the workshop in full, 90 minutes, because that's how we all started. If we said watch workshop, please watch it in full, because you won't get the full information if you just watch it for 10 minutes, because the exciting part is actually at the end. All right. The exciting part at the end, to be honest. Okay, so let's move to Sis Mary. I want to hear from you, please.
Thank you, Kadek. And
why we have to move on?
Yeah. And thank you, listeners. 10 years ago, I walked out of my paid job. I actually retired. And I was at home. I was working from home. And the first thing I did was I was doing personal development. I spent 2 to 3 years doing personal growth. I went through a personal transformation, and I did all of that online. And while I was doing that, I was very, very observant of what was happening online. And so I started putting one and one together. And I became very clear as to the different opportunities that were available online. And then, this is a technological era. Who would want to not jump on board? And as Brother Amen said, the last 2 years have given us that opportunity to diverse and get online, because that's where everything is going now. That's the trend at the moment. And like I said, I'm a baby boomer. But I'm getting online because I know it's a smart way of doing business. And I do read a lot of personal development books. And I read about sleep while you make money. And what do successful people suggest? Working online is one way that you can make that passive income. Now, I've learned a lot over the last 10 years just studying things online. And I've picked up a lot of this. So when this opportunity came during COVID, I had a brick and mortar businesses I was working on too. And it wasn't working. And this opportunity just came at the right timing. The timing was perfect. I was aligned. And I jumped on board because I totally understood what was available online because I was studying it very, very carefully. I spent a lot of the last 10 years online. And I liked it because, I've been working 37 years in a corporate world. And every time I have to wake up, go to work at a certain time because somebody else commands my time. But over the last 10 years, I'm able to just get out of my bed with my pajamas on and just go and sit in front of my computer and work away. I don't need to have a shower. I'll have a shower whenever I want to. No one bosses my time.
I love the way you said that.
That's the smart way of working. I've
Yes.
worked in a paid job for 37 years. Now it's my free time because I've chosen to do business online. It's given me back time where I'm able to enjoy things that I didn't do in the last 37 years. So that's the beauty about this business. I go walking when I want to go walking. I sleep when I want to sleep because of the automation that happens online when you do business online. That's the beauty about it. It gives you back that time. You're able to do a lot of things where you can never do if you were working a brick and mortar business. So that's what I love about it at the moment. So I challenge everyone else here who's doing volumes through, manually through mortar and, brick business, think twice. Think twice about the opportunity that is happening on the online space. You don't have to work as much as you can if you do it smartly and with the automation system that happens online. And I'm loving it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear. So funny how you mention about shower. Sometimes, not some, most of them, we have to have the shower because we have to go to work. I love that. All right, bro, Rodrigo, what is your opinion to this? Please add some.
Well, going online or working in the online world is a smart move because it affords us the time freedom that everybody craves for. It gives us, in our era at the moment, we value our own mobility, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. With whilst working online, you are able to multitask as well. You can do your shopping, and then after that, you can focus on other tasks. And with this business, what that we are involved in, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I am still working on. I'm still on full-time job. At the same time, this business is working in the background, and I just want to reinforce the fact that just like what sister brother mentioned earlier, the past 2 years, this pandemic has become the biggest eye opener for everybody. It made us realize that we are all vulnerable. Anything can happen. Tomorrow is never given. Time is not promised. So, being in the online world, your growth is exponential. If you've got a business and you are being reluctant to go venture into the online world, you are personally stunting the growth of your own business. That's my take about this topic.
Yeah, that is so true. So true, so true. Let me hear from Sis Marjorie. What is your opinion on this?
My opinion to this, moving to in digital space is a smart way because I realize when when I don't have a babysitter. I'm working in a medical clinic, and then, my babysitter for my kids is they are moving to different, states. I was like, oh, this is a good starting for me because I'm just in the business for 6 months and I'm making good amount of money already. And then my husband said, you know what? It's time for you to quit your job. Go what? Oh yeah, because you know what? You're making good enough money to cover your, to cover to help me out. So this is the way that you can be with your kids, with our kids. Kuya, because if I keep on working and then my salary is giving to, to the daycare or whatsoever. So my husband is right. So I am so grateful that I jumped in this business because my goal is to retire early, and then I don't mind working so hard, but I am so grateful that my business is on the side working on my behalf because everything now is online. So I was like, this is the best way to run my business, and it's the best decision I ever had. Although my husband is very skeptical, but since the time that I'm making money, my husband is said, "I'm so proud of you." They give me a hug. Proud of you.
She's so
You know
cheeky.
what? I said, I don't listen to you. I know I can do this because I saw a lot of people that they are doing good even if they don't have a computer background. I have a computer background, but that was long time ago. But yeah, I can do this. If they can do it, I can do it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, the best decision I ever had. You have to decide yourself because I'm thinking no one can help me, even my husband. I have to decide now, or this opportunity I will miss. So yeah, the best decision I ever had. So guys, I encourage everyone to check us out because you will never know until you are in. You will
Yes.
tell yourself like, hey, I do this. So you will be so happy that you jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so true. Yeah, don't listen to, even though it's your husband, don't listen to the naysayer. I know this, it's the hardest part, but when there's a, well, that's happened a lot in our community, right? Most of the moms rarely get approval from their spouse, right? But
Yeah.
once they made it, they took off the business, and then it's like surface the income from the whatever they're doing, job or whatever, and then they will say so proud, and I'm so glad that you did it. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Were your wife are skeptical, bro Emin and bro Rodrigo? I don't think so.
Well, my wife is getting into the business. I mean, she's learning about it already. She's
Oh.
accepting it. At first, of
Mm.
course, there's a bit of skepticism because, as I've told
Oh.
her, at first it will take a bit of time. I need to invest time to make this
Yeah,
business grow.
because
But
it's not a
uh,
get rich quick, right?
no, of course not. This business is warming up to her, and of course, for anybody who's being skeptics, it's our job to prove them wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 that's so true. As for me, my opinion is that the flexibility. I cannot imagine if I started a business offline there in Australia,
Mm.
and if I have to move here to Bali now, there will be a lot of work need to be done to move my business, right? But the online with the digital business, I literally don't have to do anything. It just runs smooth, like literally, even myself, I've been away from home for 3 years, and when I'm back home, I'm struggle with the weather, the humidity. I'm struggled, where do I find this? Where do I find that? But with my business, it just runs so smooth, and I still overwhelm myself. I can run a global business from my little village in Bali. You can't even see it on from the satellite. So yeah, that's the best way. I'm so happy. I'm beyond grateful, and I'm so happy to have this comment saying, so this is like work smart and enjoy your work very much every day. Yeah, that's what we're
Yes,
doing.
You made it.
Just
that's what we're
on
doing.
Facebook, we
Ab-
don't made it up because
Absolutely.
people here get really motivated every day. It's like our passion. And I want to share one motivational I saw on TikTok today. It says that if you work hard for something that you not believe in, it's called stress. But if you work hard for something that you love, it's called passion.
So passion.
Voila!
Yeah.
All of us
Yeah.
have so beyond grateful that we found our passion, right? And I
Yes.
hope anyone out there, if you haven't found your passion yet, maybe
Mhm.
it's the right time to check on us.
Yes.
Maybe this is what you're waiting for. Maybe what we are doing can help you too. Maybe, just maybe, the system that has been used by thousands of people globally to create a better future for themselves and their family could help you too. So now is your time. Now is your turn. But how? By first put your name and email address on our website there. Whoever you feel more resonate with, you are welcome to reach out to any of us because there is no competition in here. We all are independent business owner. We all are trained mentor and coach in here. Will happily guide you to every step of the process. So even though this gonna be your very own business, you will never left alone and you will never feel alone. We are here for you, not just six
Absolutely.
of us, but 118,000 worldwide. So you can reach any of us, right? Okay.
Yep.
So I hope we can add some value to our audience time. And that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. We did 41 minutes already. I don't want to make it any more longer. Don't want to bore them with our faces, especially my face. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. To those who watching us
Thank
live, I
you.
really appreciate
Our
your
pleasure.
time. To those who catching
Bye,
us
everyone.
please put in the comment where you're watching from because I believe each time we're doing Go Live, it always goes worldwide and globally. Thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone. Let's say
Thank you,
Thank
bye.
guys.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Stay
Take care,
safe.
Bye,
guys.
everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good
You
You
night.
too.
too.
Have a great one.